Hi, my name is Nancy Cavino, and I'm special correspondent for Ablevision. I'm here with my dad, Sam, and Marie, to talk to my dad about what it was like being a prisoner of war.
On January 4th, 1944, I was on my first mission with the rest of my crew, and we were getting close to our target when we got hit by flak, and on the way back home we got hit by flak again, and we were not able to make it back to England, and we landed in a small island in the North Sea called the Isle of Sylt. There was an agreement between the British and the Germans. If he landed closer to the British side, the British would go out and pick him up and not be disturbed. And if he landed closer to the European side, the Germans would pick him up without fear of being shot at. You know, that's the agreement they had, which, thank God, was very nice. I imagine a lot of lives were saved. I was incarcerated at Stalag 17B in Krems, Austria. I spent 16 months there, and some were good and some were bad.
How were you treated?
We were treated pretty good. We had no problems. The Germans, they were not Gestapo, they were regular army, and we had no problems at all. The International Red Cross supplied us with parcels. If you were careful, the parcels would last just about a week. The Germans gave us a piece of bread every day about the size of my fist, and in addition, we got hot water 3 times a day. One day the Germans fed us some soup, dehydrated soup, and when we mix it with hot water, all the little worms started coming out. And I did a very bad thing. I went around telling the guys, hey fellas, smell this stuff. The minute they smelled it, they stopped eating because it was that bad.
How many of you were there?
In our prison camp, there were 2,000 of us. Each barrack had 300.
What were your winters like?
Winters were very, very cold, and there was nothing we could do about it. We were supplied with the United States Army overcoat and pants.
How did you all pass your time?
Played bridge a lot when we got some cards. We read a lot, and we talked a lot. That's all you could do. Then the Germans decided to move us out, and they moved us out in groups of 500 each. When we moved out, things started getting a little rough because there was no food and we had no places to sleep in. So a lot of the nights, most of the time, we slept out in a field, and it was still cold at that time. But we did the best we can. We were young. We had no alternative. Before we were freed, we were living in a forest, and we had no means of protection, no place to sleep except on the ground. But we endured until one day we had a major in our camp. He went along this road, and coming the other way was an American tank. And we were finally back into American hands. We were moved by truck to a port someplace in France. And General Eisenhower came by, and he happened to stop right where I was with a bunch of men. And he said, anything I can do for you fellas? And we all said, get us the hell home. And then he said, do you mind doubling up on a ship? Of course not. Okay, within a day or so, we were aboard a ship heading for America.
Well, thank you very much, Sam, for all your time on behalf of Ablevision.
I'm Dad, I'm not Sam. My pleasure, thank you.